About the wolfskins.
We had agreed on half a dozen, but you've still got time. Go and get those skins.
Teach me how to skin animals.
Come back once you have more experience.
Insisted he knew better.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
I never do that.
Show me your wares.
You pick that up then?
That doesn't surprise me.
I've got my own opinion about that.
It's not what I heard. It's not what I heard.
This is gonna change.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Don't say you didn't know that.
I never knew that.
Show me your...
You're not here to browse through my wares. You're supposed to get me those skins, so get going.
I'm not telling you anything new.
We can only wait and see.
Hey! I'm no better off myself.
I'm in enough trouble as
I was actually on my way to see the paladins.
There's little chance of that. Since the paladins made themselves at home in the upper end of town, hardly anyone gets in there anymore.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
Can you help me get into the upper quarter?
the first I've
Me?
heard of it.
Nah, I don't have much say here myself. There are a few people in the lower city who have enough influence to get you past the guards.
Believe this is
Mateo, my boss, is one of them. Maybe you should talk to him.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
I'm not touching that.
Show me your wares.
He listened to the wrong people.
I knew that would be a problem.
Will it ever change?
Hey, you!
Hey, you're new in town, huh?
Yes, and what about you?
I've come from the mainland, and now I'm hanging around here. I'm almost out of gold, so all I can do now is join the militia, I guess. But I don't want to do that. I won't be slaughtered by those orcs on the king's behalf.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
It's a bad business.
Hey, I don't know you. What do you want here? Are you headed for the tavern?
Now that's typical, isn't it? He had better shut
I'm no better off myself.
Can't keep anything.
Yes, do you mind?
You've got no business here, Runt.
That's terrible.
That's all just gossip.
No, wait. Don't tell me that. I can't take care of everything for everybody. Really? How interesting. Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Hardly know who to believe.
Are you trying to make trouble for me?
Sure, I'm a master at making trouble. So defend yourself,
Everybody
Runt.
knows by now. Pretty bad, But it's gotta get even worse.
Hey, I don't know you.
It's my thing to himself.
Yeah.
That's what I hear.
Are you?
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
Give it your all.
It's just things like that. He can't keep anything to himself. Honestly, I should stick myself.
I've heard a thing or two.
Hey, do you need fish? Get your fish here, fresh from the depths of the sea.
I hardly know what to believe anymore. I've been all kinds of...
Can you tell me something about those missing people?
Missing people? This is a harbor, pal. Things like that are bound to happen. The sea is treacherous and bound to claim a life now and then. Captains of large vessels will always sign on new sailors in a large seaport such as Corinth to complete their cruise. And if they don't find any volunteers, some people may get dragged off against their will, and then they're gone.
It's been a long time.
What ship would that have been?
Good question. Not many ships have come into Corinth lately. That is true.
You don't know that. Is it really true?
Do you know of anyone who's gone missing?
No idea. Ask the shipbuilders.
You don't have to ask me like that.
Are you missing someone?
Me? No.
My opinion. You don't have to answer me that.
Show me your fish.
I used to say that
I get so
myself.
worked up. Nobody will learn anything from me.
Nobody wants to know.
As it is. That's not what I heard.
Nobody ever asks for my opinion.
You can't rely. The path of virtue is long and rocky.
He really did this.
Hey, you have no business up here. Only paladins and those of us in the militia have access here.
I'm not touching that.
What's up here then?
This is the provisions store of the Royal Guard of the Paladins. I am the provisions master here, and I'm responsible for seeing to it that none of the paladin stuff goes astray, and you're not wanted here, so keep your hands to yourself or I'll chop them off.
Can you sell me any of the paladin stuff?
You want to buy? Let's say that if you could compensate me for the trouble that will arise from the paladin's things wandering off, then we might be able to do business.
Does that happen often? Things going astray?
As long as the provisions master says that everything is right, no.
I see. What do you have to offer?
Then pay attention.
All the crates still there?
Don't touch anything or I'll call the watch. Got it?
Don't say you didn't
He thinks it's as easy as that.
know that. His deeds were just.
He thinks it's as easy as that. Will never change.
Someone's gonna pay for
Nobody ever asks for my opinion.
The path of virtue is long and rocky.
that. Nothing amazes me anymore.
He can't keep anything to himself. That's not what I heard.
Ahoy, you landlubber. Looks like you're stranded here. You look a bit pale around the gills. Never mind, my lad. All you need is a good stiff sea breeze.
Do you really think?
What are you doing here?
Back when I was a young man, I went to sea and rode through many a big storm. No big deal, not at all. But that old tower came closest to what I call a home. I haven't been up there in ages.
Why not?
Ever since these scallywags took over my lighthouse, I haven't dared get closer to it than 20 feet. Really bad rabble, that. They're criminals from the Valley of Mind, you know. There was this big bang on the other side of the mountains, and they swarmed all over the land like flies. Now they're hiding out everywhere, even in my lighthouse. I think they're on the lookout for any ship they can raid. Ah, let them. Then at least they'd be out of my tower.
Do you come to town often?
I always say a town is only as good as its harbor. A harbor is the gate to the world. That's where everyone meets and where everything starts. Once the harbor goes to the dogs, the rest of the city will follow soon.
Tell me about the harbor.
The harbor of Corinus isn't what it used to be. There's nothing but riffraff hanging about. The ships don't come anymore, and trade is dead. This harbor's about to go under.
Why are the ships no longer coming?
They all say that once the war is over, everything will be like it used to be. That's a load of bilge water. I tell you, a sailor can see when a town's going downhill. A sailor feels that in his blood, and I can tell you, forget about this harbor. Its heyday's over.
What do you mean by riffraff?
Look at them, the lazy rabble. Most of them don't even know what work is. All they do is drink all day and spend their last pay at the brothel. I tell you, stay away from them.
So why don't you leave?
Nobody would take an old sea dog like me on his ship these days. Most people think that old Jack's got the gout in his rotten old bones.
And? Are they right?
Balderdash. Once I've got those planks beneath me feet again, I'll feel like a young whippersnapper.
Hey, you!
And Beliar spoke to another creature, but Adanos brought forth the tide, and the creature was washed from the face of the earth.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
I never knew that.
I've got my own opinion about that.
It's a bad business.
And thus spake Adanos to his brothers, Never again shall you walk upon my land, for it is sacred, and so shall it be. What the human and the beast
Honestly, I witnessed it myself. That's not what my husband thinks. I can't take care of everything for everybody. I don't believe that. He can't keep anything to himself. Someone's gotta do them. Everybody